Good morning, boys and girls.
Good morning.
My name's Eric, and today I have a special story to you about calling, or a calling. And what I mean by calling is, for instance, Pastor Dave was called into to preach the gospel. And myself, I was over 30 years ago called to be a fireman. And with that, I was afforded the opportunity to opening the doors, yes. Deliver babies, save people that have a heart attack or some type of other illness. Even myself, about 15 years ago, I had a heart attack. And the guys I work with saved my life. So I'm thankful for that. And I'm thankful that the Lord was called me into this profession. And that even though I'm not working it right now, and I'm still will always be a fireman. And I'd just like to take a moment to, I'm not going to call this person out by name, but just goes to the training we give our children. I was in the restroom earlier, and there was a little young man in front of me, and after he was done, he pulled the handle, which you don't see very often, and he went over to the sink and washed his hands, which you don't see very often. What amazed me, though, was when he left, he actually put the towel dispenser, clicked it down a couple so there was a fresh towel for the next person to come along. I thought that was very noble, and kudos to the parents. So this story is a kind of an interactive story as far as being in the fire department. What I'm going to do for you is kind of give you a demonstration of what it's like to be in the fire department. And I'm going to go through the full dress and let you see what we look like, how we get dressed, when we head to a call, what it sounds like when the tones go off in the firehouse. We're called 24/7. We're sleeping, we're eating, we're working out, we're on our off time, maybe watching football if it's football season, or just whatever it might be. And it's a second life for us. Besides the life we have at home with our wife and children, we have another family, which is in the fire department. So I wanted to start off with a text from Colossians 3. And as being called into the fire service, you never know what you're going to run into, but it's that calling that the Lord gave us, just like with Pastor Dave. Servants, do what you're told by your earthly masters. And don't just do the minimum that will get you by. Do your best. Work from the heart for the real master, for God confident that you will get paid in full when you come into your inheritance. And then also, children, do what your parents tell you. This delights the master to no end. And also parents, don't come down too harsh on your children. So this is what it sounds like when we're in the firehouse or in an engine, and they tone us out for a call. It could be a structure fire. Not yet. It could be a structure fire. It could be a wildland fire. It could be a medical aid. It could be anything that we're called to do. And yes, sometimes we do get the cat out of the tree. Not very often anymore, because what I tell people is, how many times have you seen a cat skeleton in a tree? Eventually they're going to come down, right? Because they'll get hungry. So that's the tone we hear. And then after we hear that tone, it usually is backed up by someone talking, saying what kind of call we're going on. So what I'm going to do now, and parents, don't worry, most firemen or firefighters come prepared, so I'm going to get undressed, but I'm not really getting undressed, okay? Because I can't get into my turnouts with all this on. They're just not designed that way. So our turnouts are just like in the Bible. It says that God, put on full armor of God, and He'll protect you, right? Well, this is our full armor here on earth. When we go into a burning building, it keeps us from the heat from getting to us. It keeps certain chemicals from getting to our skin. We have a breathing apparatus, so we can breathe oxygen and go into where most of you people are running out. So, yes, young man. Yes. His question was, have we ever had anybody call us for no reason? Sometimes we have the elderly that are living by themselves and they get lonely. So they will, there's a song out, kind of a parody that said, "It's 1:30 now and my knee hurts now." So yes, we do get those calls where it's, maybe they heard a bump in the night, or they just want somebody to be with them for a little while. So besides going on medical calls, we're also a companion for the elderly, for people living by themselves. We try not to do that very often, but it does happen. So I just gave you the ring down, and the voice will come across saying, basically, either we're going on a medical call, or a fire call, or even a traffic accident, and this is what we have to do when we get dressed down. So what I'll do is I'll lay everything out for you so you can see. This is a mask we wear, which hooks to oxygen. This is our helmet. This helmet is really heavy. It's all leather, old school helmet, and it's probably about 10 pounds or more. When we're all dressed down with all our equipment on, I weigh 200 pounds. With all our equipment, I'm probably looking at 320, 340 pounds. Yeah, and that's why we have to be in shape. This is what's called a turnout jacket, okay? It has the city I work for and then my last name on the bottom. And these are reflectors. So at night, when cars are going by, they can see us. And these are our turnout boots, okay? So call goes down, and we're typically supposed to do this in about a minute, okay? So I'm not gonna go that fast right now, but this is how we're supposed to do it. Pants come off, shoes come off, have shorts underneath. And sometimes when we're out, we don't have shorts underneath. It's just our underwear, okay? This is called a hoodie. This protects our face and our neck from the flames and any fallen debris that might get over our jacket. And our jacket goes on. It's actually called a turnout coat. And remember, I said we usually do this in under a minute. And we typically race with each other to see who can get done the fastest. Put our mask on. Have my mic on so my fellow guys can hear us when we have all this stuff on. And then our helmet. If I sound out of breath, because I haven't done this in a while. Then we put our gloves on. And then we would have an air pack on our back, and I would connect that here. And this is how if we're going to a fire call, we go with this mask on. If we're going to a medical aid, we don't have the mask on. If we're going to an accident, we'll have the helmet on. So that's about it. Sorry for being out of breath. I have some fire department stickers for you, and also some baseball cards. Oh, right there. And I just wanted to close with a prayer, and you guys can join me if you like. I think you all know it. It's the Lord's Prayer. We'll go ahead and take a knee. Let's bow our heads. I'll start off and go ahead and join in if you know it. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread,
Forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen. All right, here you go, guys. Come and get it. I think Pastor Dave has something for you too. Don't forget that.